Struggling to turn views into real clients? Your content might look good, but does it convert? If it doesn't speak to the right people, you're leaving money on the table.
Hi everyone, let's begin our 3D reel tutorial. Today we will be mainly focusing on the design of our project. So let's begin. First I will hit new, then solid, select something off-white, okay, hit OK. Now we have got our background. Next thing will be our PNG of this dollar bundle. So this image I have got from Google Images. You have to search dollar bundle PNG and you will get the same one. Now to make it a bit reddish, as you can see over here in the reference, there is a bit red color. So what we can do is head on to our effects and presets panel and search for take, put it on our bundle, and now let's make it a bit reddish. Hit OK. I'll rename this to main dollar. Hit Ctrl D to make a duplicate. Now I'll just place it here, make it bigger, rotate it a bit like this. I'll right click on this image, transform, and flip horizontal. Now I'll select this and rename this to top dollar and hit T to open opacity and decrease it. Hit Ctrl D to again duplicate and put it over here. Now the next thing which we have to do is do this text, okay, and also these corners and this text, okay. Mainly let's do the text now. Right click, new, text, type here struggling. I'm going to keep it this font, okay, it's looking good. Let's change the color to red. The top, make it a bit smaller. Ctrl D to copy this text, and as you can see below that it's written to turn views. So let's write that. Hit S, make it smaller. Let's change the font to Europa Grotesque SH. This is a bold font. I'm going to place it over here, make it black, okay. Now you can see there are these corners. Let's make that with our pen tool. So I'll just bring in my pen tool, delete the pill, enable stroke, make it black or off black, something like this. Shift and click this, and then while holding shift click another. So we have got the shape. Hit Ctrl Alt Go to bring anchor point to the center, and let's move it, make it a bit bigger, okay. Now I'll hit Ctrl R to bring the rulers in, place one over here to get the correct measurement. Now I'll just Ctrl D. First I'll rename this to right corner. Let's make it top right corner. Hit Ctrl D, drag this over here, R for rotation, and change it like this. Bring it down, rename this to top left corner, and similarly I'll make one here and here, okay, and rename those accordingly. Let me fast forward this section. Okay, now the next thing is this text. So I'm just going to type random text here, okay. Hit T for opacity and bring down the opacity. To make the grid, what I'm going to do is first I'm going to make some lines, okay. So just going to copy this. Now I'll rotate it to make horizontal lines. Now I'm going to align them properly for the distance. Select all of them and bring them down like this. Okay, now I'll just select all the lines and then hit T for opacity and bring down the opacity. Right, now I'll select ellipse tool, delete the stroke, enable fill, make it black. While holding shift, drag with your mouse, Control Alt Home, put it on the joints of the lines, okay, and make them small. Now I'll fast forward this section, so put all the circles on all the joints. Now select everything, hit Ctrl Shift C, pre-compose it, rename it to grid, and then hit OK. Now you have got yourself the grid. So I'll just move it along, recenter over here, bring it below our main dollar, hit S for scale and make it bigger. Select T and bring down the opacity. So all of the things are completed. Now we just need to animate. Okay, so this text will animate, and then this text, this will blink animation. Okay, so let's start. First I'll select this, head on to effects and presets. This text preset everyone will have. Okay, it is inbuilt in After Effects. Just head on to animate in and select this opacity flicker in and bring it over here. Now I'll bring the same thing to these four corners. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, select these. Okay, Control Shift C and let's write corners, hit OK. Now bring them. Okay, first the text will come. Okay, and let's bring the corners ahead like this, and then in between this two turn views will come. For that I will use my inbuilt preset. If you want to learn how to do it manually, this two turn views, you can check out my description and there will be a tutorial which you can follow to learn this. So I'll just put it on this two turn views. Okay, hit the U, bring them closer. Now for this, I think it's a simple fade in. Okay, everything else is a simple fade in. Also this will turn, so I'll just select my main dollar. Okay, and then in the start I'll just hit T for opacity and also hit R for rotation. Keyframe both of them, go ahead, again keyframe both of them, go to the start and just turn it a bit like this. You can see it is turning up. Select this F9, opacity, let's make it 0 at the start, and at the end it will be 100. Now I'll select this and give this animation. Yes. Okay, now rest of all of these will be fade in. So I'll just select them like the grid, top, bottom dollar, then this text. Okay, hit T for opacity, go ahead, again hit opacity keyframe, go to the first keyframe and make it 0. Now I'll select them, F9, then drag this towards the left. What we're going to do is first make everything 3D except the white solid. Right click, new, camera, okay, new, null object, make it 3D too. Parent click the camera to the null, hit P for position, go ahead somewhere here, again hit position keyframe, go to the start and zoom it out in the Z axis and select them, F9. Now we have to make a mountain, so bring this close, bring this close. Now for the next scene, as you can see over here, this black circle is opening up and then these images are coming. So let's make that. Right click, let's head on to ellipse tool. Okay, while holding shift, make a circle, Control Alt Home to bring the anchor point towards the center. We name this to black circle transition. Okay, so as this is done, I'll just select this, make it 3D2, hit P and bring it forward. And from here, what we are going to do is first hit scale, make it 0. Go ahead 1 second and make it 100. And then increase it to cover the whole screen. F9 and then decrease it, means drag to the left. Okay, so this will be our animation. Now I'll bring my PNG of the client, select gradient ramp, put it on our image. Okay, let's make this. Okay, let's select this. Okay, and you can give it a bit of gradient, like grayish or dark at the top and light at the bottom. Then we'll be putting it here. Okay, so when this opens up somewhere around here, I'll just cut it, hit Ctrl D 2 times to copy it, put one here and put another here. Select all of them, hit T. For opacity, click on the keyframe, go ahead, again hit on the opacity keyframe, go to the start and make it 0. Select them, F9. Okay, and then as you can see over here, there's some text into real clients. So I'm not going to do the text again and again because this is the same text which was used in the starting. So just copy the text, okay, and place it over here. Okay, so this the same text is used, animation. Let's continue the animation now. So it will go to the left, okay, and suddenly scene will cut. So after this, just you have to head on to our null, hit P for position, click here, okay, and go ahead, drag this towards the left, cut this from here, okay, by hitting Alt and right bracket. Copy this, our white solid, by hitting Ctrl D and bring it at the top and start it just after this black is cut. So our animation will look something like this. Okay, now the next animation, as you can see, this thing is coming in and there are some comments and then this line. So first let's make the line, select the pen tool, okay, then make sure stroke is enabled and delete the fill. Now I have to just click here, then click here, okay, make something like this and then click at the bottom and make something like this. Just adjust it accordingly and increase the stroke. Okay, nothing too complex, it's simple. Now make it 3D2 and bring it at the center. Simply I'll just head on to add and then trim paths. Open this up, end keyframe, go ahead, again hit end keyframe, go to the start and bring it to 0. F9 it and then drag this towards the left. Drag this far. Now I'll just bring in my PNG of the phone, which also I got from Google Images. I searched for phone transparent PNG. Let me increase the scaling. Okay, for Instagram profile, I searched random Instagram profile on the net and I got this. Okay, so I'm just going to make it S small. Okay, select the pen tool and now I'll just crop it out according to our phone. Okay, okay, make sure you crop it out properly. Okay, and then I also have some random comments. Okay, so you can customize it by bringing in original comments. Okay, screenshotting them and bringing it here. I just got this from the internet. Okay, so I'll just crop these out too by selecting my pen tool. Make this 3D2 and bring it over here. Hit P for position and bring it forward. Paste it here. Okay, select this, hit tint. Okay, and now let's make it a bit off-white. Now I can just put Control D to copy it and place it at various positions, or you can do different comments. Okay, and just place it here. Okay, simple as that. Now it goes and then this comes. Select these, make sure all of them, their anchor points are at the center. Okay, now when this comes in, I need to select my phone and the image inside the phone. It's the profile, and hit Control C to copy them. Okay, and then let's go to new composition, hit OK, and then paste it over here and then bring them inside. Now just simply select these two, Control Shift C, and right here phone, hit OK, and then copy this, and now we'll delete these and paste it inside, and you have got our phone. Okay, so this way what happens is, if you directly make pre-compound here, it will not cut it or go here and there. Okay, now what we simply need to do is just bring this from that side. So I hit P for position. Okay, and just over here bring this keyframe, go ahead 1 second, hit another keyframe, go to the start and then drag this out. F9 and then bring this to the left, and then I can just simply select this, but before that I'll just head on to File, Scripts, and bring in my bounce here. Okay, I will also put this plugin in the description. Then what I'm going to do is simply just select these three. Okay, hit S, and when this comes in somewhere around here, I'll hit Scale, go ahead, again hit Scale, go to the first keyframe and make it 0. Okay, so we get this. Now I'll just select these keyframes, scale, overshoot and bounce it. So we get this animation. Okay, now the next part, is this. Again same animation, okay, and again what is happening is black screen is coming, so you have to just bring the black screen, okay. So what I'm going to do is, after this happens, new solid, let's make it black, okay, and then cut it from here. So after this animation is over, suddenly the black screen comes, okay. Right click, new text, make it, question mark, type question mark, and then make it 3D, bring it to the center, hit S, make it big, red, okay. Now let me add a blue. Some of you might not have deep glow, so I'm using glow. Hit R and place it something like this. Hit S to make it small, okay. Hit Control D and put another here, and as you can see over here, what is happening is it is coming up, okay, zooming in type of thing. So simply just head on to your null, hit P for position, and from here first we have to take these two, hit P for position and drag them back, okay. Hit here position keyframe, go ahead 1 second, and then bring them forward like this, okay. So we'll get this animation, and then what you can do is write the text like our starting. Then you have to just drag your the keyframes down, null keyframes, just drag them down like this, okay. And then again text, then write, then again this, okay. So the last two animations is for you, which is this mask animation and this, okay. The same principles had been used throughout the whole video to help you complete the last two animations. So hope you like this tutorial. See you in the next.